Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Tonight, we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wild Card Weekend, as it'll be the Wizards of Melbourne taking on the Buffalo Bills. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last, and off we go here in the wild card round. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Cook again. Takes this to the 27, given 4 yards.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually
an early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a give running right, it's Cook. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
A 53-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They get their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And some room to run now. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there, because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 43 yards rushing for him now as he has started this wild card round with a flourish. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's not an easy play for a defensive end, because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crash down inside, and tackle him for a loss?
Throwing on 3rd down. Watson, nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Gregory Rousseau. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Two yards to go, 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Again, it's Cook. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of the playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll try the middle with Cook. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 3rd and 6. Allen going to throw. That is caught and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a 1st down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal. They'll send one of those two tight ends in motion. Allen now on 3rd and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
The kick by Bass is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Chubb will try the middle here. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball in the end zone and putting 6s on the board. So if you're the offensive coordinator, you like what you're doing, but you don't love it. You've got to find a way to ring that bell. Then you can have a little self-satisfied grin. Right now, a little more determination is needed.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen. sideline. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
They'll run with Cook, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the defense is going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Touchdown. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, this is Chubb. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On play action, Allen. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. As the first half is winding down. And the Bills continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Tighten up defense. Tighten up defense.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And the half will begin with a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Watson. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now Watson going to change the look here. Watson throwing on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Watson looks to throw again. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Watson on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here's 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And able to work his way down to the 16. 81 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
For the field goal. A 35-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and that will move the deficit from 20 down to 17. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They start the drive with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action. Now it's Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
Motion man is Shakir. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, and that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Fielded at about the 28. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Para esos güeyes. Give him an inch. Before he breaks loose. Hold him.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll go down at the 28. And now they're in the hurry-up.
At the 28-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 94 yards rushing now for Chubb, and a first down as well.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Slant route to Miller. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker. And you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Scotty Miller from 4 yards out. And the Wizards are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. This defense really clamping down. Although they're losing the game still, this second half has been theirs.
And they're winning it. I almost equate it to being a boxer. And whenever you see a good fight, the guy who is on his toes and doing the punching, that's the guy who's winning, and that's the way they're going at it defensively now. Much more aggressive in their calls, much more aggressive in their pursuit.
On second down, Cook. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing is Allen on third. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Focus, boys, focus.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Motion man is Shakir. Now Allen. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The Bills send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th, as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
The extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
3rd down and 1. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Wizards.
They'll try the air now with Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And quickly, they get to the line. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
A gain of 4 yards.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 55 yards. And the Wizards have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they have the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles.